Chasing your dream cannot come at the price of enjoying the present moment. And that's something that I forgot almost always. Like, I was always so preoccupied with, like, the outcome. Welcome to Sunday service on an actual Sunday today. The topic for today is Slowly is the Fastest Way. That's a song I discovered last week, and I was intrigued because it was like, I don't know, the title is kind of paradoxical, and it kind of spoke to me. And so today I want to talk about feeling like you need to be somewhere or to achieve certain goals, or I don't know, whenever you have a dream or just something that you want to achieve, just something that you want in your life and you're not there yet. That's some kind of rushy feeling. And I've been dealing with this feeling for probably the last, I would say, 4 years, because I don't want to become a teacher and I'm studying to become a teacher. So that doesn't make sense. And I was always thinking, oh, I need to get to my alternative career. I need to figure out what I want to do if I don't want to become a teacher. And that always put me in a rush. Like, I always felt like I was behind. And talking to people, talking to my friends, a lot of people have this feeling of like not being where they want to be, especially when you get older and it seems like everyone is achieving or arriving at the destination where they want to be in life. And so if you're not there, it feels like you're behind. And it gives you this feeling of never being able to rest. Like you can never really slow down and actually rest, relax, because you're like, well, I am not there yet. I need to figure it out. I don't know why, I don't know how. I just kind of changed my mind about this and started enjoying the current moment. I guess that sounds so corny, but for example, right now, I am enjoying the sun so much. Like, I feel just so grateful that I'm sitting outside in the sun. I don't know. Over the last couple of months, I realized that there is no there is no point in like chasing something and not enjoying the current moment. Chasing your dream cannot come at the price of enjoying the present moment. And that's something that I forgot almost always. Like, I was always so preoccupied with like the outcome, where I will be in a few years, and all of that. And right now, I'm like, if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing right now, what's the point? Because I want to work towards a career that I enjoy doing every day and not like arrive somewhere and then just relax, you know? I want to enjoy the process. So I need to focus on enjoying the process now. And I feel like that's something never that is never taught in school or anywhere. I don't know if it's just me, but I mean, in school, it's like, well, when you graduate, that's when when you're done. Up until that point, you need to just suck it up, study. And that's what I feel like right now, writing my thesis. I need just to suck it up, write my thesis, and be done with it. But I want to enjoy the process. Anyways, I'm rambling. And there's another topic that I wanted to emphasize in this video, and it is nervous system regulation. And funnily enough, that's something that I was introduced to in one of my classes in university. And It was talking about teacher student relationships and how when your nervous system is activated, your sympathetic nervous system is activated, and you get into this like fight, flight, or freeze mode, basically survival mode, that you cannot rationally think anymore, or you cannot rationally take up any information anymore. And I think that's one of the most important things that we can learn about ourselves is that when we are super stressed, when our sympathetic nervous system gets activated, we're not acting according to our own beliefs anymore. We're not acting like we would normally do. And in this context of like achieving your goals, I think your nervous system plays a huge role because when you are constantly stressed, when you are in a fight, flight, or freeze mode, and for example, I didn't do anything for quite some time, and when I realized that it's my nervous system being dysregulated constantly, I finally had some compassion for myself. I developed this compassion for myself because I finally understood that there was something physiologically going on in my body that kind of kept me from doing the things that I actually wanted to do but was scared to do. So, when you develop an understanding for that and you find compassion for yourself, that it's not you being lazy and you like going down the spiral of shaming yourself for not doing the things that you said you were supposed to do. I think that's where the real growth can begin, and that's where you start being able to just physically to chase your goals, to go after what you want in life. And I've seen this a lot with friends who, for example, they wanted to work out, they wanted to, just take care of their bodies or meditate or journal. And what I've seen is that they put this idea in their head that they need to do this daily. They need to follow a strict plan. They need to, it's always some kind of should. It's always some kind of, oh, I should be doing this. I need to do this, or else whatever, you know? And that's where self care sometimes can become so stressful that you just end up doing nothing. And that's not the point at all. That's just keeping you back, and it's keeping you in this shame cycle of, I should be doing this. You end up not doing it because your nervous system is dysregulated, because you're treating yourself as some kind of, I don't know, machine that's supposed to run smoothly, correctly. You end up not doing it. Did I just say that? I don't know. Your nervous system gets dysregulated. You end up not doing it, and then you shame yourself, and it's just this perpetual cycle of shaming yourself into doing something and it not working out. To bring us to the full circle moment, I really believe now that slowly is, in fact, the fastest way to achieving your goals in a real way. You know? Like hustling and all of that. It's nice. It's a way to achieve your goals. But I really think that even people who do hustle, who do end up achieving their supposed goals, like for example, getting rich, making money, if it doesn't come out of the right place, out of the right intentions, the real work is gonna be after that. And so I think it is way nicer, for me at least, that's my way, to get my intentions right, to regulate my nervous system, to enjoy the moment, to enjoy the process, and then creating the life that I want from a place of joy and gratitude and peace. I don't know. It's I don't know. I feel grateful. I just feel grateful, and I am still scared of what will come after I graduate because I don't really know. And this uncertainty is scary. But I am enjoying my day to day life. I realized that, you know, there is more to life than just achieving things, than thinking about what career you will have. And I realized that community, being with people that you really like, that regulate your nervous system, makes you more rich than any amount of money could. So, whenever you feel like you're behind, whenever you feel like you should be achieving your goals faster, just, you know, slowly is the fastest way. Sometimes I think about this phrase and I'm like, it really calms my mind that being slow is not a bad thing. And that's something that I had to learn also because I was always shamed for being slow. I do everything slowly, everything, and I was always like this. And I remember in elementary school, my teacher would say to my parents that I am very intelligent, that I'm a highly intelligent child, but that I'm so fucking slow. And my parents kind of hold this against me up until this day. Like, my dad always makes fun of me for this. And that's okay, it's kind of funny. But I always felt like I was not okay for being slow. And now it's the it's the biggest luxury for me to be able to do things slowly. I don't know. I feel like, I was always like in the past years, I was always like, oh, I need to figure out a way to make money. I need to figure out a way to get rich and all of that. And now I'm like, I feel rich right now in this moment because I get to do things slowly, that I get to live slowly, that I can slow down when I want to. And that's a luxury that I want to afford even after university. Because I realize that right now I can only do this because I am not working a 9 to 5 job. I have a lot of free time, and that's luxury for me. That is a luxury that I didn't appreciate in the past. And so now I feel so rich because of this. And I guess, everyone has a different definition of luxury. Everyone has a different definition for rich. For some people, it might be money. For other people, it might be like a big family or that. And for me, right now in this moment, it is being able to rest, being able to slow down. And I know that's a luxury that not everyone can afford. And for that, I am just deeply humbled and grateful. I don't know. I feel. How many times do I want to say I'm grateful? I'm grateful, I think you get the idea. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. And see you next Sunday. Bye. Love you. There's just one small thing that I wanted to add, and it is that I think a lot of us, I did/do live my life a lot in like concepts or online, like when I'm not online, I need to, because I'm a student, I need to be in my head a lot because I need to read, I need to think, I need to write. And I think that does something to you and your feeling of interconnectedness. And I think that is very important for us as human beings. We need to connect with other human beings. And when we don't, it feels like kind of isolated. And then it feels like things become more important that may not be as important as they seem. And especially in our day and age where we have access to seeing what other people live like and like these curated versions of people's lives. We live in a fast paced world, and online it's even faster. Like, that's just not how nature works. That's just not how the world works. And our world nowadays, it does seem like it is so fast paced. The industry, it never sleeps. And if you're trying to make it in the industry, it feels like there's so much competition. It feels like it's impossible to keep up because it is. And so when you spend a lot of time online, it can feel like you're never enough or you will never make it. You will never keep up because you're a human being in a system that is running like a machine and it requires you to be like a machine to thrive, you know? And so, yeah, that's just what I wanted to say about the internet and the impact of being online on your feeling of being behind. I always felt like everyone else has it figured out, and like people who are rich, pretty, famous, all of that, they have it figured out. But at the end of the day, I just remind myself that, maybe the people who seem like they have it all figured out actually kind of don't. And some of them even say, like, hey, it seems like I have it all figured out, but I actually don't. I'm just the person who is trying and failing, but I am trying and doing things. And so I feel like that's what we can strive for, to just try things, to get out and do things without looking at the outcome. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
3 cardinal rules of my ability and longevity. 1, surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when they see you coming. 2, slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. And 3, the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next, so keep climbing.